we're going to go over threading your needle. Okay, so remember, you cut off a piece of string about as long as your arm, a little bit longer. You take your needle and your threader. Sorry, there we go. And you, Elijah, and you insert this into the eye of the needle. Okay, and then take your thread, put it through here, pull it through just a bit. Now pull it through your needle, but not all the way, and then let it slide off. Okay, you're done with this. Now you're going to tie your knots. So, there we go. So you take it and you wrap it around your finger. Okay. Come underneath. Pull through. Keep your fingers there because you're going to do it in the same spot again. Pull through. 2 knots on one. Okay, so now you're threaded and knotted. Okay, so put that to the side. Okay, so if you've already sewn your button on and you didn't do your buttonhole, I'm really sorry, but you're going to cut your button off. And you can resew it later, it's just more practice. So you're looking at your piece of your needle case, your needle carrier, okay? And it's going to fold in half, right, like that. And your button is going to go right here, but you're going to have it sewn to this side, and your buttonhole is going to be right here. So what you have to have your button off for is to measure. You've got to measure how big to cut your hole. So you want to take your button and you lay it down on the table. You lay your button where you want it to go. Tilt this camera. You lay your button where you want it to go, okay? And then you just, whoa, sorry. Then you just mark above it. Get as close to the button as you can, okay? You mark above it in the center and below it in the center on the bottom. Okay? So, shh, Solomon. Okay, so now I have it marked. See? Now I'm going to fold it right here. See, it's folded. Folded. Okay. And then I'm going to, oh wait, sorry, wrong way. Fold it this way. Fold it to where these are kind of matched up. They don't have to be perfect. You're going to fold it like this just so that you can make a tiny cut right there just to get it started. Tiny cut in the center. See? Just a little hole. And now you're safe to go. Cut up to the top of that one. And cut down to the bottom of that one. So now you have a buttonhole that is big enough for your button. See? Voila. Now you can sew your button on. So if this is your buttonhole side, then obviously turn it over, and this is where you're going to sew your button. So you've got buttonhole here, button sewn here. So sew your button on, or back on. Make sure you do it in the right spot though. So to do that, to make sure you're sewing it in the right spot, I like to fold it back how you want it to close. Now take your chalk or your marker or whatever it is that you're marking with and kind of open that hole up a little bit and do that. Okay? And now you've marked where your button needs to go. Yay! So sew your button on right there. Okay? This one only has 2. Sorry, I'm holding the camera with my arms while I'm doing this. So it's a little tricky. I like to hide my knot, so I like to come in and under. Because I don't want my knot on the back.
Can we use that one for pig nose? A pig nose?
Maybe we can use a different one for a pig nose. Right now I'm trying to teach the class how to sew their button on. So in, depending on if you have 4 or 2 holes.
1, 2.
Well, good grief. There we go.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Just, you know, a few times. Get it in there nice and tight. Solomon, I need you to stay quiet, okay? I'm just going to do mine a few times. There we go. Okay, tied. Now, your knot on the back. We need to practice our knot making in the work. So, you've got your thing right here. Come up and under. Just grab a little piece of fabric underneath your work. Up and under. Come through. Remember, leave your loop. You've left your loop. You're gonna, okay, so here's what it looks like. You don't pull all the way, you've just got a tiny loop. Push it through your loop. Pull it tight. And then do it again. Up under that knot. Don't pull it all the way. Just go back through that loop and pull it tight again. And I don't want the string showing, so I'm going to go under here, back through here, just so that my loose strings will all be underneath the button so you can't see it. So let me tie this, and you can just cut that off, trim this up. And you never want to cut too close to the knot because it will come unraveled. So there you go. Buttons on, buttons on. Whoa! Okay, so that's how you do that, and then you fold this back in, and now the button is on. And you can decorate this however you want. You can do the whip stitch all around the edges, and you can do straight stitches of your initials or a picture if you like on the cover. And then just remember to keep your needle tucked in there for safekeeping. There you go.